Some people, when you tell them about brands like Haval, Chery, and Suzuki, they just leave the chat, leaving you on blue ticks. Well, I'll keep telling them until I get a response. Brand loyalty must stop. You must criticize a product for what it is. This is another brand that is making moves under the radar in South Africa. This is Mahindra's XUV300 from India, rated the safest car in Africa. I'll tell you everything you need to know about this car. So welcome to Cars 24 and welcome to this video. Mahindra is known for pickup trucks. Their SUV platform is not so popular. Even myself, I didn't know about this car, but I have to say, I was left impressed. This car launched back in 2019, but because of the pandemic, its import was affected, so Mahindra decided to relaunch it last year. It passed the test as the safest ever car tested by the Global New Car Assessment Program, the GNCAP for short, which means this car has a 5-star rating for both adults and children, and there's something to consider. More on safety features later. This XUV300 is offered in a number of trims. You get the base model W4, mid-spec W6, and topping the range is this W8. So let's start with the design, starting from the exterior and moving to the interior design. In this price range, this is the cleanest front end design. Even the Tico 4 Pro Ibon Lutola. LED daytime running light and projector headlights are available on the top of the range W8. This front end looks clean and stylish. I like it. Across the range, you get 16-inch wheels. The base model W4 gets steel wheels and the other trims get alloy wheels as standard. The side profile looks nice with these roof rails, some curves above the front and the back wheels. The windows, especially the back, assume a high position, which leave a big space unused, and this can affect this car's side profile. In this back profile, I don't like these LED tail lights. They look like they were taken from a toy car from the 90s. The boot space has a capacity of 257 liters, and that's a very small boot size, considering you get 328 liters in the Urban Cruiser and 392 liters in the Kia Sonet. The spare wheel is available underneath your first floor, and the seat do fold in a 60-40 split, which then increases your boot capacity when you need it. The interior of this car has some hits and misses, and starting with the hits is the steering wheel, which is multifunctional. This instrument cluster is looking nice and colorful, but only the middle dial is digital. The obvious hit is this 9-inch touchscreen infotainment system, which is very responsive. It has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, inbuilt satellite navigation, but it kept saying no GPS position when I tried to put up a location. I also wanted to check out this YouTube feature, but I unfortunately had no internet connection at the time. This trim level, which is the W8, has a reverse camera, which is in a better resolution than the one I have on my Tico 4 Pro. That's a camera mobile. Another hit is this car's connectivity. You have a Type-C and Type-A USB port, an auxiliary port, and a 12-volt socket. And armrest is always nice to have. This black leather seat upholstery looks nice, but only available on the W8. The lower trims get black fabric upholstery. And as a cherry on top, this car gets a sunroof. The things I don't like about this interior are these air vents next to this infotainment screen. They look ugly. The other two are fine. The design of this air conditioner looks like an afterthought. We'll forgive it because it's dual zone, a rare thing to find in this price range. And lastly is the quality of this cabin. It's made from hard plastic material, and this makes the interior looks and feel cheap. I know they can do better than this. Moving on to the back seat, the compromise in the boot space means you get a decent amount of knee room and leg room. And despite having a sunroof, which tend to eat a bit of your headroom, here that's not the case. Even people with a slightly raised head circumference can survive. There are no USB ports or air vents for your back passengers, but you do get an armrest with 2 open cup holders, and you get ISOFIX anchor points for your child seat. On the safety feature side, this car is impressively spec'd. The W8 gets 7 airbags, on the other trims you just get 2. I don't know for what reason. You get heat road assist, cruise control, disc brakes on all 4 wheels, front and rear parking sensors with a reverse camera, tire pressure monitoring system, and you get heated outside rear mirror for improved visibility. How cool is that? Now, let's talk about the engines. You get a 1.2 litre turbocharged petrol engine and a 1.5 litre turbo diesel engine. The petrol engine has a power output of 81 kilowatts of power and 200 newton meters of torque. The diesel engine has a power output of 85 kilowatts and 300 newton meters of torque. Both these engines are mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox. An automatic gearbox is not available, which doesn't make sense to me. Of course, it will be more expensive, but give us that freedom to decide for ourselves. Mahindra are estimating a fuel consumption of 6.3 liters to 100 kilometers for the petrol engine and 5 liters to 100 kilometers for the diesel engine. And from those people who get to test drive cars, they are reporting figures close to these ones. This car is being sold with a 5-year or 150,000 kilometer warranty. The base model W4 gets a 3-year or 50,000 kilometer service plan, and the other trims benefit from a 5-year or 90,000 kilometer service plan. Moving on to the most important factor that you're most probably gonna use in deciding if this car is good or not: the pricing. The base model starts from 260,000, the W6 is priced from 285,000, the W8 starts from 343,000, and this diesel variant will set you back 365,000. If you want this W8 diesel, which is obviously light on fuel, well spec'd and producing more torque, if financed under these terms, you can expect to pay around 6,992 rands per month. This car has a 42-litre fuel tank. Taking into consideration current diesel prices, a full tank will cost you 979 rands. If you add 1,500 for insurance, your total cost of ownership for this car will be around 9,471 rands per month. To make this more practical, why would I choose between this XUV300 W8 diesel and the Cherry Tiggo 4 Pro? Both cars are in the same price range and both cars are not perfect. The Tiggo 4 Pro has a fuel problem. With my crazy driving, I'm averaging around 9.8 liters to 100 kilometers, and that's not economical by any stretch of the imagination. This W8 on the other hand is only available with the manual transmission, and that's a no for me. I can't be changing gears in this heat and traffic created by this load shedding. This car's boot space is very small, even smaller than some of the hatchbacks. For an example, the Polo Vivo has 280 liters of boot space and the TSI has 351 liters, the same with the Honda i20. The Cherry Tiggo 4 Pro's interior is head and shoulders above the rest, so it's obvious I'll still choose the Cherry Tiggo 4 Pro over this car. But you know what, I can still consider this car, especially comparing it to the Urban Cruiser, the Vitara Brezza or the Nissan Magnite. I think this car is my clear win against those cars. That's it for this review. I hope you have enjoyed it. I'll be back for more car reviews. Until next time. Peace.